You're watching Talk of the Town on Cambridge Cable TV 2 and a new Concord on Orbit TV 9.
Coming up on this edition of the show, Mark Meeker stops by to talk about this weekend's Deerassic Classic. Dominic Crock from Southeastern Med tells us about all the specialists in the rehab department. And it's also almost time for school to start, and we'll get an update from Cambridge School Superintendent Dan Coffman. It's all ahead on this edition of Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios, it's Talk of the Town with Perry Baranich.
Welcome to a brand new edition of Talk of the Town. Yeah, we're still on the air. We're coming to you from U.S. Bank Studio in beautiful downtown Cambridge. As we're filming this, it is Tuesday, August the 1st.
August 1st.
That means, you know what that means if you're from around here, the Deerassic Classic is coming up this weekend. Here to tell us all about it, Mark Meeker, the Executive Director of Deerassic Park. You said this is the first time you've been off the park lot for a week, right?
Yeah, I think it's been, last Monday or Tuesday I got off for coming to town for a little bit. But so it's
nice to come into town for a little bit.
It was. I thought this morning when I woke up, I was like, man, I wonder if I can even make it out there. And you just got to force yourself sometimes to do that.
You told me before we started filming that you have over 900 campers on site already?
Yes, we actually, we were pre-selling our camping this year because it's just getting bigger and bigger. I've been there for 12 years now, and when I first started, we had 50, 100 campers. Now we actually had to finally limit it this year to 1,200 campers, and over 900 of them already in. They were lined up all the way down 22 on Saturday morning when we opened it, and we had almost 700 campers coming that first day on Saturday.
That's huge.
Crazy.
That isn't. Where are they coming from?
They're coming from all over. A lot of them are dropping them off, and then they come back on Wednesday and Thursday. But this year, I don't know what some of these people they just want to camp and relax all weekend long. But a lot of them are coming from Pennsylvania, and we sold almost a quarter of our tickets just to Pennsylvania area.
Wow.
A lot of people who came down from New York's been doing really good for us, and a lot of them from up north, the Canton, Akron area, Cleveland area. They all love coming. They all come down here to hunt anyways, but they all come down for the Classic.
Yeah,
so.
You said you had some folks coming from Hawaii?
Yeah, we sold this year to 41 different states.
That is amazing.
Yeah, because you don't have to be present to win, but there's people from Colorado, from Alaska. There's a hunting club in Alaska that always buys tickets, and a couple of them won last year. Yeah, we got guys flying into Hawaii. One's going to be a sponsor. He came out last year. He was just in the area, and he said he's going to fly back to Ohio every year for it, no matter what.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That is I mean, there's so many different things we can talk about right now, but let's get into the week.
Yep.
It kicks off Thursday?
Thursday night we kind of have a campground party to kind of kick it all off, and so at 3 o'clock we start cornhole tournaments. We got the building open for people to kind of wander around and look inside, and then we got bands coming, and so it's kind of cool. We got a local band we've been trying to get for a couple years. Double Cut is actually going to be playing on Thursday to open up the whole show at 5 o'clock, and then on at 7 o'clock Casey Allen, he's actually a native from Coshocton, and he's down in Nashville right now. He played a couple years ago. It was great. And then there's a band that we've had for years, and then they took a couple years off, but called Rough Creek. It's going to finish it out.
Them.
But we have a 50-50 even on Thursday night that last year went $26,000.
I know.
So, I
mean, we're not talking small change here. We're talking big stuff.
I was at an event a couple weeks ago, and they had this huge 50-50. They were talking, it was like $7,000, and I'm thinking, well, that's our small little campground party was $26,000.
So, my goodness.
So yeah, that's going to kick it off on Thursday. And no matter what, even if you come out to see the bands, you have to be 18 on the grounds at all right now. They have to be 18 years or older, just because of the raffles and everything going on, and plus the space. You know, we don't have room for the whole families to be out there.
Who's headlining this year?
On Saturday night, it's going to be Easton Corbin. So Easton Corbin's going to be there, and he's got a new song on the radio right now, that "Girl Like You," that's going up the charts. He's got a bunch of number ones, and he's a good old country boy that loves to hunt and fish. And I was just on the talking to his manager the other day, and they can't wait to come up and be around all this stuff. So he's going to be there Saturday night at 9:15. So
you always have, and one of the big draws are the TV personalities that you bring in. They come in and they look forward to doing this every year.
Oh yeah. So we have a lot of your hunting shows. We have the Ralph and Vicky from Archer's Choice. We have Mike Straw from Savage Outdoors. We got the Hollywood Hunter. We have a bunch of stuff that the guys that are coming out to meet and greet. But then we've been trying to bring in a couple more personalities as far as that aren't just straight hunting that maybe everybody would want to meet. And we've had the Swamp People here in the past, which are Troy and Jacob are awesome. But this year we decided to bring in Ernie Brown Jr., which is the Turtle Man.
Turtle Man.
And from Animal Planet's Call of the Wild, which he's a character, and he'll fit right in. And then we also have John Teagan, who's from the movie 13 Hours. He's one of the Marines from Benghazi. He's not the actor from 13 Hours. He's actually the Marine that it's based after.
That'll be a draw.
Great guy. And I got to meet him out in Vegas, and he's a straight up guy, and he really wanted to come to help out. So
what about tickets? What do you have left?
So we're sold out of the big tickets on Friday and Saturday,
okay.
which we sold out the Saturday one over a month ago.
Yeah.
But we do have gate passes still available. On Friday they're $20, on Saturday they're $30. That gets them into the show where they can buy all the side raffle tickets, they can buy the 50-50, and they can stay for the concerts. There's no charge for the concerts, and afterwards it's not an additional ticket.
It's basically an event that people just plan vacations around.
Most of these people out here, that is their vacation. I mean, we draw a lot of the big festivals. They gear a lot towards the 18 to 25 crowd. Our crowd is more geared to the 40 to 60 crowd because it is a fundraiser, and these guys understand what's going on because all that money is raised and stays right there with us.
And I know we probably got like a minute and a half left.
Okay.
Proceeds. What are the proceeds used for from the Classic?
All the proceeds are right here. We're the National Whitetail Deer Education Foundation or Deerassic Park. Since we're based right here, it's not like some of the other organizations where 75% of the money goes to corporate down in Alabama or New York or whatever. But everything stays right here, so we can run all of our kids' events, all of our festivals, school groups, and everything. We had 13,000 youth come out last year.
That's amazing.
So it's grown so much.
We've got less than a minute. How many years now for the Classic?
This is the 15th year for it.
Okay, it's getting bigger and better where a lot of things after 15 years start to go the other way. Why is it getting bigger, better?
We talk about that all the time, is how do we not hit that peak, And so we were, we keep getting the people, we're having returns, and we're listening. We don't change a whole lot, but we tweak things all the time. We're still going, we're selling out faster, but we're also not being greedy too.
Sure.
We got a great board of directors that we don't charge for parking out there. We don't charge. We want these people to come and spend and try to win and have fun. So.
Well, I tell you what, it gets bigger and better, and this year is no exception. Mark Meeker, Executive Director of Deerassic Park. Now you can go back out to the park.
That sounds good.
Nobody will see you for a week. You know that?
Yep.
Hey, Mark, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Back with more Talk of the Town right after this.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
The Old Country Loft in Byesville is full of quality country primitives and a whole lot more. Ruth Dixon and her crew bring you the things you need to decorate your home with country charm and warmth. The Old Country Loft, corner of Main and Glass Avenue, Byesville.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge prides themselves on offering the largest inventory and the best customer service in the area. Visit their lot and experience the Classic Difference. The Classic Difference provides customers a service above and beyond what you'll find anywhere else. Their service department, body shop, and parts department strive for the best service and pricing in southeastern Ohio. Stop by the lot and browse their large selection of new and pre-owned inventory, ask about easy financing, or schedule an oil change. That's Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge. Stop by and experience the Classic Difference for yourself.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Talk of the Town Show and stay up to date.
Welcome back, and thank you so very much for watching Talk of the Town, Adam and I, and everybody. Well, Adam and I are the staff, so we really appreciate it very much. We do. Hey, joining me right now, we have Dominic Crock, who is the Director of Rehabilitation Services for Southeastern Med. Always a pleasure to see you. And, you know, when you talk about Southeastern Med and rehab, one thing I think the word is out now that you have a very qualified rehab staff.
We do, Perry, and thank you for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
We're excited to announce for the second time, 3 of our staff members are now recertified board clinical orthopedic specialists. And basically what that is with the American Physical Therapy Association, they have a specialty board. And under that specialty board, you set for a very rigorous test. And every 10 years, you have to recertify, similar to what a physician board license would be.
Okay.
Within the physical therapy realm, this is one of the highest distinctions and honors we can gain. Our 3 therapists are Ryan McConkey, Joe Ogle, and actually myself. About 10 years ago, we spent an entire year studying for the test. You have to go through a rigorous application process where just to see if you're even eligible at that point. And then from there, they let you know if you're allowed to study for the test. And we sat, and I think I can safely speak for all 3 of us. It was the toughest test we've ever taken.
Wow.
And really what it is it's anything to do with anything with orthopedics. So neck, back issues, knee issues, it's based on research, based on clinical guidelines, best practices at the time. And basically this year we had to recertify. So we did the same thing. At this point in time, we did a little bit different round on recertification, but we applied in October, and we didn't find out until June because they were constantly, you have to prove that you've done things like help staff development. We have a fairly large staff, so at this point in time, each one of us has kind of a subspecialty within that area. And we had to prove that we are putting on educational seminars. We're teaching people. In addition to, we're growing programs and trying to make those programs grow to increase the quality of care in our area. So it's been a whirlwind. It's been a lot of work. I'm not sure if the test was a little easier because it was one day and done, other than the studying, because we're constantly lifelong learners anyway. But it sounds okay, great, board certification, but I think for us, the numbers is really what tells the story.
Okay.
There's only 328 in the state of Ohio, and we're 3 of the 328 out of roughly a little over 3,500 physical therapy professionals.
Great. That is awesome.
In the country, less than 1% of physical therapists with all the board specialties achieve this credential. So,
and you have 3
we have 3
including yourself as Southeastern Med.
And most of the places that push for that are academic places. So, you know, at Ohio State or the bigger teaching institutions. So to have some in a small town, to have 1 in a small town is a big thing. To have 3 is a really big thing.
You know, I just wanted to change gears for just a second. You've been involved with rehab for a long time.
Yeah.
How have you seen the advancements come up through the years?
Well, I think that the coolest part about it is the fact that especially as quality care is becoming, with the affordable health care changes, quality is becoming ever increasingly important, which it always should have been. Growing up in retail, your customers will tell you if you're doing right or wrong. You know, so I think the biggest part is there's really an emphasis on trying to balance between making sure you give the patient what they need. Sometimes it's not what they think they want, but also making sure that you're giving them the quality that they feel they want and coming along there. More research on the best practices. You know, there's now stem cell research for ACLs, where they used to go straight to surgery. Now they're injecting stem cells on ACLs that are partially torn.
Wow.
You know, those are the kind of things, if you're not staying up on the rehab and the research, you're not going to know that stuff. And those are the things that our staff is committed, not just the 3 of us who are board certified, although to keep our certification, we have to stay ahead of that. But those are some of the neatest things out there. And I think you're going to see more micro engineering like that's going to help.
That's cool. You know, you have specialists all throughout your program.
We do. We do. We also have board certified vestibular dizziness specialists. We have lymphedema specialists who have certifications. We're in the process of, we have some therapists wanting to set for their pediatric board certifications. And it's a similar process. You know, there's still a long history just to set for it the first time. And we continue to expand. Ultimately, I'd love to see us develop into a center of excellence, as we have a new orthopedic surgeon coming on and more orthopedics growing, as well as several other physicians wanting to come to the area. If we get the right specialists, I do believe in Guernsey County, Ohio, we can have a center of excellence.
Well, and I think for people out there watching, including myself, when you throw the word specialist in, it gives a little more credence or validity to them, to the program.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things, one of the areas that we've really grown the last year is I've been a sports medicine provider for 3 area schools.
Sure.
John Glenn, Cambridge, and Meadowbrook. And I'm proud to announce as of today officially, we are the sports medicine provider of the Shenandoah.
Congratulations on that. Congratulations.
And what that means is we're providing athletic training services, but we're not just providing services to the school, we're providing a host of services. So if, for example, an athlete is injured, and they need to get to a doctor and they're not sure where to go. We can set them up with Dr. Huff, our sports medicine specialist, who's phenomenal. Dr. Jackson, we have a Dr. Kumler who's going to be on board as a new orthopedic surgeon in October, and he has a wealth of knowledge as well. We have the direct routes. If you have other specialists we need to go to, we can help facilitate that. So in addition to those daily injuries and checks, that's the benefit of having us. The other part is with concussions growing at a rapid rate, we have a rehab team who specializes in that from Dr. Huff down, and our athletic trainers tend to lead that program, but they can be treated at their school now for those schools we participate in, often at little to no cost to the parent because it's part of our contract. And we're really excited about that. So adding a new school is giving access to a community as well as giving athletes access.
Less than 30 seconds. It's hard to believe that the time already went.
That's a lot of information.
We've got a lot more to talk about, so I want to have you come back on. But, congratulations on all this good news that's coming out of Southeastern Med.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for being here, Dominic. Dominic Crock, the Director of Rehabilitation Services at Southeastern Med, and they do a phenomenal job. Hey, we're going to be back with Cambridge Schools Superintendent Dan Coffman right after this.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town. Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
And we welcome you back to Talk of the Town, coming to you as always from U.S. Bank Studio in beautiful downtown Cambridge. You know what everybody's talking about right now? It's almost back to school time. It is almost back to school time. Here to tell us all about that and more is Dan Coffman, the superintendent for Cambridge City Schools. It's almost back to school time.
It is back to school time.
Believe it, man.
We're rolling it. August 1st is that time for everybody to really gear up and get ready to go. I was at Walmart this past weekend doing some shopping. There's a lot of people in there buying back to school supplies and book bags and clothes and new shoes and all those things for all of the kids in our area coming back to school.
So when is the two-part question? When is the first day of school for students, and why is that day so significant?
Well, our first day of school here at Cambridge is we're actually on a staggered start. So our first grade through sixth grade and our ninth graders will come back on August 21st with the remainder of the students staggering in the rest of the week.
Okay.
But that very first day of school happens to be the day of the eclipse.
Eclipse day.
So we're talking about that right now internally about how are we going to best adjust. It's an unbelievable educational experience for kids. From the science and technology and mathematics standpoint. And parents want to have their kids at home, or they want their kids to at least experience a once in a lifetime opportunity with this eclipse. So we're talking about that now, and we're going to adjust in some manner to make sure our kids get to experience.
It's just another one of those little things that are thrown in there for your first day back at school.
Yeah, it's funny because the mid eclipse is I think at 2:34, and literally every kid that rides a bus that school day would be on a bus at that point. So we're going to have to figure something out, and we will here in the next couple of days have a plan that we'll release to how we're going to handle that first day of school in regards to the eclipse.
We've talked about it before, but a lot of changes going to be facing students this year.
Yeah, absolutely. We've as we've talked before, we've redistricted our elementary schools from 3 down to 2, and we've changed some names. The old Central Elementary has now become the primary school, Cambridge Primary, which will house our kindergarten through 2nd grade students. The former North Elementary is now Cambridge Intermediate School, and it will house all of our 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students. What was originally the Garfield Elementary School and then became South Elementary, we've taken that back as named the Garfield Administrative Center. We are moving all of our central office staff, so our superintendent's office, the treasurer's office, food services, and a variety of other special services, our titles group are all moving. Currently, literally, there are U-Haul trucks hauling furniture
today
right now.
when we're taping this.
We're moving into South Elementary, and we'll be up and running there in the next couple of days.
These changes, from an operational standpoint, are things that really needed to take place, right?
Yeah, the primary rationale for making a change like this was really to react to the budget cuts that came from the federal government and to the state budget. We ended up with a significant cut of upwards of $500,000 per year in revenue, it's a lot of money, and you have to make significant changes to absorb that type of cut and try to make sure that we're providing the best education for our students. And what I've really come to grips with here is regardless of that budget cut, this is the right decision educationally, and a lot of our community has been very supportive of this change. Good. Our staff, our teachers, our administrators are supportive of this change. So I would say the budget concerns was the driving force for why we made that change, but at the end of the day, we're going to be better off educationally as we move into this new structure.
And that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, it's what we exist for. Yeah, I don't think we would have made that change. There were other ways that we could have made that budget cut, but you really look at this 2 ways that our treasurer and I, how are we going to make ourselves better financially? Because we have to. We have a budget. It's like your budget at home. You have bills that come in. You have to make sure that you can pay those. So, but how do we also make sure that we are providing the best education that we can? And that's got to be the number one. How do we keep kids safe? How do we educate kids? And we really think in this new structure that we are better off financially, and we will be much better off educationally.
Yeah, and it's with anything else. Initially people fear change. That's the old saying. But as you progress into it, it's just going to become second nature again.
Yeah, we were talking about that today. There's just a lot of anxiety, transportation, kids going to new buildings, kids traveling a little bit further than what they had been traveling to get to their school. But we really think in the next few weeks as kids get settled in, our kids are resilient. Kids handle change a lot better than we do as adults. And they will be resilient. They will adjust quickly. And in the next few years, this will just simply be the norm. Our kids wouldn't know any other different structure. But we realize the first few months is going to be difficult on our parents, and there's a lot of adjustment, and we're just going to have a lot of patience as we make this change.
We got 2 minutes left. You wanted to talk about some Hall of Fames?
Yeah, absolutely. So our Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame has something that's been a group that's been in existence for some time. They hit a little bit of a pause in the last few years, and I wanted to see that come back. So we have a strong committee of local individuals who are Cambridge graduates that form that committee. They took nominations this past spring. and they've selected 2 individuals, Peter Eikenberry and Luke High, who will be inducted into the Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame here in early September. So another great way to recognize people in our community who have done great things, whether it's here in Cambridge or abroad. I think 2 great examples of what Cambridge City Schools is all about.
So many times in a community, those people who have distanced themselves or just outdid themselves, it fails to get recognized.
Absolutely, yeah, and these are folks who have done great things through the military or through his job as an attorney in New York. So, second event that we have coming up is our initial induction of our Athletic Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So we're going to do that in 2 parts. There's one initial class, that charter group that's coming into the Athletic Hall of Fame. We'll do the first one on here later in August. A Thursday night, we'll have an induction, August 24th, where that first half of them will be inducted at a nice dinner and recognition ceremony, followed up that following evening at the football game. We're going to recognize them in front of the crowd, and then we'll do one this winter as well.
All right. Well, we're just about out of time, but new school year, a lot of changes coming, and we here at Talk of the Town just want to wish you much success, you and your staff, for the upcoming school year. It's here.
I greatly appreciate it. It is here. It is. So we encourage our parents to call and reach out and make sure that we're answering all the questions that they have about the start of the school year.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, sir.
Dan Coffman, Superintendent of Cambridge City Schools, and we will be back to wrap it up right after this.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
Bundy Law Funeral Home has worked since 1924 to earn the confidence of the families they have served and continue their commitment to the community. They offer a complete range of quality services, from funerals to cremation, and honor all faiths and customs. The staff at Bundy Law understands you need to know all the available options to make the right decisions for your family. A price list is available upon request, and they invite your comparisons. You will make the right choice when you choose Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services.
That is going to do it for this edition of Talk of the Town. Thank you so very much for watching, and thanks again to our guests, Mark Meeker, Dominic Crock, and Dan Coffman. I want to remind you of all the different ways that you can watch Talk of the Town. You can watch Talk of the Town on Cambridge Cable Channel 2, Orbit TV 9 in New Concord, at yourradioplace.com, YRP TV on YouTube, and on Facebook at facebook.com/Talk of the Town Show. Yeah, and like us on Facebook, please. It usually shows up there first before it shows up anywhere else, so you can always check it there. Okay. For producer, director Adam Green and Perry Bronich, we'll see you next time on Talk of the Town.
U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
A great place to live, work, and play.
Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge prides themselves on offering the largest inventory and the best customer service in the area. Visit their lot and experience the classic difference. The classic difference provides customers a service above and beyond what you'll find anywhere else. Their service department, body shop, and parts department strive for the best service and pricing in southeastern Ohio. Stop by the lot and browse their large selection of new and pre-owned inventory, ask about easy financing, or schedule an oil change. That's Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge. Stop by and experience the classic difference for yourself. Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services.